Behold, the Founders Club plaque. Among these celebrity luminaries are walking gods. I am your tour guide. If you're looking for Brian Brushwood, I'm sorry, he's not here. He had a pressing engagement with the French premier, whose name escapes me. Meanwhile, I haven't established it. No, haha! It was Brian the entire time. That's right. You're here for Scam School, the show dedicated to social engineering at the bar and on the street, a subsection of office hours. Wait a minute, day 119. That's not right. We're up to day 120 of melting faces and kicking crotch. Howdy, folks. I'm Brian Brushwood. I'm the internet's older brother, and whoo boy, I have seen some shit. But let's dive in. I don't know if you guys were around. If you missed the story thus far, back in 2008, I was able to puncture the mote in God's eye by creating a little show called Scam School. Now we celebrate it, go episode by episode with Scam School, the only show dedicated to social engineering out the bar and on the street. All right, this right here. These guys are the elites. They're the real ones. These guys are the all-timers, but you know what? Not everyone has a time machine. You can't go back in time. Go ahead, try. I dare you. See? How did it work out? Oh, no, I don't exist. My grandfather got killed. Here's the important part. These guys are all-timers, and if you don't have a time machine, you can't get on that plaque. But what you can do is you can earn your diamond wings by doing the most important thing, showing up live. These are the real ones, the elites, the ones that get to flash the secret sigil every time you're going to see me at a live event. Oh, that's right. I'm coming to your town. Whether or not it's for a conference, we'll see. But I'm coming. In the meantime, we're going to take a look at Quicksilver Matches. And as always, we're going to watch the entire program in its entirety. And then you guys, while it's going on, you guys go ahead and throw your questions in the chat. We'll get to all of them. I ain't gonna lie, this one's a little bit, I can't say specifically why, but I'm certain that there was something that I missed on this one. I know that I felt the need to post a close-up because we didn't get a good shot of the effect. So as you're watching it, it might not be impressive, but don't worry, it'll be even less impressive when you see the close-up. Actually, you know what? Let's try this. I'm going to go out of order. Look at this. From 2008, July 21st, I said from Scam School episode 20. The actual episode didn't get a good close-up of the effect. Oops. So I'm putting this out there. Sorry for the low quality. And boy, is it low quality. Now it's a cool effect. This is definitely my webcam on the laptop. I just folded the screen down and did this. See, you got two matches. And then, boop, they trade places. And then, boop, they go back. It's a good effect, right? That's a good effect. And if we had shown this in the episode, I think I would have been pleasier with it. There we go. There we go. And then, boop. And then, back it goes. Boop. It's a good trick. Now, let's see how it plays in this format. All right, we'll watch the whole thing in its entirety, and then you guys, I'll answer all your questions. Here we go with episode 20, Quicksilver Matches. This episode of Scam School brought to you by poolsidepong.com. Hello, I'm Brian Brushwood, and this show exists for only one reason. Because at the bar, up, up, down, down, left, right, BA, select start, only gets you a weird look from the bartender. Welcome to Scam School, the only show dedicated to social engineering at the bar and on the street. And today I'm giving up another one of my favorites, another match trick. This one happens right in your hands, right under their faces, and it will blow them away. Let's check it out. Hello, I'm Brian.
Lauren.
Lauren, what's your name?
Colin.
Colin, and you are? Shabnaz. Excellent. All right, I'm going to show you guys. I don't normally go around just doing magic tricks, but this is a really kick-ass magic trick. I'm going to show it to you and then I'll teach it to you, all right? Now I want you guys to make sure everything is fair as it can possibly be. No switcheroos, none of that David Blaine BS, right? You guys aren't colorblind, right?
No.
You could clearly tell the difference between
Brown
the brown,
and black.
between the brown and the black one. You ready?
Yeah.
I'm only gonna do it once. You ready? Say go.
Go. Woo! That's pretty fancy.
Do you like that?
I did.
You wanna learn how to do it?
Sure.
You should. Do you have any ideas?
Just be really, really, really fast.
You just gotta, right?
I don't know if I'm that fast.
Now here's
I'll
what's great.
try.
Here's what's great. You can actually do it only. I said I'd only do it once. I lied. You can actually do it with only 2 fingers.
Okay.
You ready? Say go.
Go.
Wow, impressive.
No
Yeah.
ideas?
I suck at this kind of thing. I don't know, man.
It's a hard nut to crack. I mean, this one is a real fooler.
I don't even get the easy ones to crack.
No. Well, I mean, this is. I don't even get crack. Are you ready for this?
Yeah.
All right, now here's the deal. I highly recommend, once you learn this trick, that you only do it once. You wait till later in the night when they're super drunk. You get their full attention. You be very, very fair. You do everything super, super slow, right? Until finally, right in front of them, they will freak out. They will demand you do it again. Don't do it again. Because the more you do it, the sooner they'll figure it out. You ready?
I still can't figure it out.
This
So
is gonna
apparently
piss you
I'm a
off.
little slower than the average bar goer.
Are you ready? Right?
Right. Yeah, that's what. That's
Instead of
what I was thinking.
transferring, he just flipped them really
Here,
fast.
get a close up of my hands here. All right, ready?
Right, but he must have flipped it.
Okay.
Wow.
Everybody take a match. I'll explain what's going on here. This is Magic 101. All right, so we'll hold say the brown side on top. And hold the match head in your hand. We'll scoot this. Can we scoot this out of the way here? Here, we'll all put our hands out together. And then you're gonna push it over and it'll pop. Pop to the black side. And then pop it back. And it helps if you keep your index finger and your thumb in kind of roughly in alignment. Don't do it crossways. Do it like this. So that it's a matter of just moving your thumb down and back. There you go. Right? Right. Well, so the idea is that little pop move. You're gonna do that pop move at the exact same time you turn your hand over. You can't see it. It'll happen right in front of you. See? That's good. All right, let me see you keep doing it. You got to do a little practice session because I'm gonna have you guys perform it. That's good. Okay. Now we're gonna do the exact same thing, but we're just gonna add a second match. It should feel the same. The moves will feel the same, and then do the pop move.
My fingers are too small.
Well, just put them closer together. If they're super close together, they'll pop right over like this. There you go, you've got it. That's what you do, right? And now just do that at the same time that you turn it over. Now move your hand up and down at the same time. And magicians say the big move covers the small move. So what you want to do is hold it down and then move it up here. And then down here. Right? And then, there's a bunch of different ways you can do it. Once you've firmly established which side is on what, you can cover it for just a second and they'll switch. You can pop it in front of them and they'll switch. You can kind of wave it and they'll switch. You like that? You can even do this kind of fancy crap. You go, woo, like that, right? And then somebody will punch you. Magicians also have a saying, don't run when you're not being chased. So even though we were all impressed doing this over and over again, don't make a habit of it, or people will say, why are you showing me both sides? You're like, I just want you to really see that there are 2 totally different sides, and they're both black on one side and it's really on the other, right? That's all right, I got a bunch. Now here's the last, final, most important detail. This is, as far as I know, something that magicians don't know, and I'm giving it to you guys first. When you get
a book of matches that is black, almost 90% of the time, they're only black on one side, right? Once you find them that are black on one side, grab a handful of them, take them home, half of them, pop them open, and tear out the matches. Then get a different set of matchbooks, tear those out, and put in the black-sided ones reversed, because maybe somebody knows that black's only on one side. Sometimes. You guys got it?
Got it.
You think you can handle it?
Yeah, I think so.
Thank you guys so much. You guys
very
are
much.
excellent. Appreciate it, guys. Take care. Now remember, with this trick, less is more. Less on the setup, less of showing both sides of the match over and over and over again. Less of the doing the trick over and over and over again. Take your time, take out the matches one at a time, show them both sides, and do it once. It's a freaking miracle in front of their eyes, and they will ask you again and again and again to show them just one more time. Tell them you'll be happy to do that. You're just very thirsty at the time. Post those videos of you pulling off this trick or any of the other scams at the boards at revision3.com/scamschool. Any trouble with this one? Or if you want to suggest your favorite bar scam, write me directly at brian@revision3.com. Don't forget, next episode, very special. We're going to be learning how to decaffeinate coffee using old paper towels and a 9-volt battery. Until then, I'm going to get a drink. This episode of Scam School brought to you by PoolsidePong.com, your official supplier of inflatable beer pong tables. Bring America's favorite party game out of homes and dorms and into your pools, lakes, beaches, and tailgate parties. It's extremely portable and made of highly durable plastic. Get wet, party hard with PoolsidePong.com. Don't forget, if you actually buy one of these tables, you instantly become this beautiful.
Dude, did you guys see that? Did you see how we walked right past the discovery of the C block? There's like full on a tense moment. Oh, there we go. Shush you. There we go. There's this awkward moment where it's like, do you think you got it? And they're like, yep, sure do. What a lost opportunity. Younger Brian, why don't you know what older Brian knows? Yes, Flying Car 100 wants to know, was that a real advertisement? I too had forgotten this one. This was back in the day when this was a podcast, a video podcast on an RSS feed, and nobody knew what we were doing. I think the sponsorship was probably a couple $1,000. Pretty good investment, given how long it goes. Or was it? Let's play our favorite game. How many views do you think Quicksilver Matches got in the 16 years since it was posted? Ooh, lock in your bets. Lock in your bets. What do we think? How many views did good old Quicksilver Matches get? 32,000 from Not Scary Steve. Princess Judith says that they've never seen matchbooks in real life. What? 10 from me. I believe that, Princess Judith. 18,000, 28,000. 8,000 says, oh yeah, it's Adam. Sixter says 4157. Wago says 37,000. I said 157. Sorry, I was reading the end. 17,000, 48 billion. We have a caller. Caller, you're on the air.
Yes. Bob, I'd like to bid $1.
$1. And the actual number of views on Quicksilver Matches is 7.6 thousand. 7,600. Isn't that wild? Isn't that wild? That's so crazy. Yep, that's exactly it. $1 goes to Wago. Nicely done. Did I make the joke just as you wrote it? That's pretty cool. So, yeah. This is a really, really good one. Oh, you know what we haven't done is we haven't explored how have comments aged. Because there's an interesting drama arc. Some of you OGs, some of you whose name's on this plaque, remember the time that I was the target of a full-blown, full-scale 4chan attack. And all those comments are still on that video. And all those people are probably still using those same accounts. And now, robots can let us know where they are today. What interesting mysteries await us as we investigate what became of teenagers who participated in a mob attack. That would be amazing. Find the, here, let's do this. How many comments? Let's play that game. How many comments you guys think? Lock it in. And then we'll take a look. And in fact, maybe I'll set up a, well, I guess I could just do this. There you go. Oop. Look at this. This is back when Konami Code was not a cliche geek reference. 15, yeah, it looks like 11 comments. 11 comments. Chibi Fox Pup. Paused at 20 seconds and Brian had a giant bow tie of scam space and time. What? What's 20? Oh. No lies detected. Oh my God. Here you go. 13 years after your comment, I just checked and you're right. Thank you for the laugh. Oh, that's amazing. That's really good. Oh, what if we compliment bombed the old compliments? What a fun twist. What a thing to do. Okay. Okay. What if we what if we made a game of every time we were watching these? We got to do something while we're watching it, right? What if you guys, I mean, if it is fun for you, always if it is fun for you, but I think it'd be fun for me. Yeah. See, Princess Judith, I think you're right. I think we're witnessing the C block of Scam School. Like a roving band of internet historians, a bunch of archaeologists, Indiana Jones giving out compliment bombs to aged out compliments. Because think about it, this also takes all the boxes. It would be something that you, in theory, you could spend a lot of money to have a robot do, but that would be weird. But meanwhile, as a piece of performance art, if we were to just show up, do that, and just flash those diamonds, wouldn't that be fun? Holy cow. Okay, let's go ahead and start on this one. Here, I'll give you guys the thing. And by the way, if you guys want to know which one I'm going for each day, don't forget that the fine folks, the elder gods of Diamond Club put together the DCTVpedia. If you go to DCTVpedia.com, you'll be able to go to the Scam School list. It's rate limited because they don't want bots crawling everything. So you may have to click it a few times to get through, but you'll be able to click to the list and you'll be able to see all of them that we're going for if you want the original canonical episodes. Oh, but this is great. What a great idea, because out there are people who are ready for an oldies station, but they just don't know it. And what a great way to just be a roving band of do-gooders and to just give joy to folks. Oh, that's great. That's an avatar, new profile pic right there. Oh my God, wouldn't that be funny? Our engagement. Don't give credit to me. We're just all. I'm just the barking dog who smells a movement. I'm just a guy who says, "Wow, that mountain has a lot of snow on it. Let me tap dance up at the top of it." Oh, this is great. Here, let me see if you guys are already doing it, but I'll join in otherwise. 5 years ago, Red Hoodie Jacket Man. Oh man. Now I'm looking for him. When was he there? Boy, that's... Oh, right on. Oh, I can't like a comment that old, unfortunately. Wait a minute! Judith, I don't normally just go around doing magic tricks, liar. It's literally a job. Busted. Yeah. Oh, that's great. That's great. Very funny. All right, let's do... Oh, that's right. The Care Bear stare. That was another good one. All right, first of all, hello to all of you elites. You beautiful... I'll think of something clever. BioCow, good to see you. Kuro Metoriku. Not Scary Steve, Cliffhorn, Killer Spud. Oh, whoa. I can't go back to the beginning. I missed the initial flood. I thought they would all be up there. Well, shouts out to everyone. I'll have to give you guys proper hellos earlier in the show. Yeah, that'll, the rate limited will happen. I think that they just have it set up to be strict about not getting scraped. If you're starting over from the start and just beginning Scam Nation now in 2026, would you do anything different? Well, I mean, this is a really good question. Certainly things would be different. Number one, having whatever presence I have changes the rules about what looks like punching up and punching down. I wouldn't bag on magic as much as I do because I bag on magic because I'm trying to seduce people who didn't think of themselves as magicians into watching and playing along. Certainly the whole nature of what we do at the bars has changed. There would probably be, unfortunately, more cell phone electronic stuff, which there's just a lot in that scene. I think that Scam School, though, I'm very, very proud of how it was able to be a corrective flavor in the world of magic. Because I think the only options you had in the mid-aughts when it came to magic, you had David Blaine, but that projected so much aloofness and too much mysticism for my taste, like possibly unethical amounts of mysticism he was comfortable with. You had Chris Angel, who was doing Chris Angel, and then what else? I think that was pretty much it. And so coming in with a third vector, a populist vector, and I'm on your side, and yes, magicians have given magic a bad name, but magic is quite cool, was definitely the right play at the time. Nowadays, keep in mind, things I was fighting against. I was fighting against the fact that, in general, the only way to learn magic was to go to magic club meetings wherein a middle-aged man would be paired with a teenage boy, and they would have a conversation explaining the importance of keeping a secret. And in general, if you didn't live next to a busy town, there was no cultural hub for any of that. You could buy books, but they were dense and hard to parse, so you didn't get the dopamine hits fast enough to keep learning, and you didn't get feedback on your tricks. You were essentially isolated in the wild, or you could learn magic by getting a magic kit. And then, which meant that you had to have rich relatives who would pay for that kind of thing. This truly was a remarkable moment, and I don't want to... I was at the right place in the right time. The internet made it possible for all people to learn magic, and it broke magicians' ability to be that asshole who wields power over their audience by refusing to tell them from some idea of a magician's code, which, by the way, still nobody can point to. The magician's code. We'll have an economic discussion about whether or not that's just a cartel arrangement. But my point is magic needed competitors. It was fully cartelled up, and it needed outside thinkers and practitioners of it. And you'll notice that in this episode, I don't even call things by their proper name. That move is called a paddle move. And normally it's done with paddles, because we're all famously walking around with paddles in our top coats. But in this case, I called it the pop move. And I withhold all those names or anything that might make me sound important or the trick sound privileged or special or whatever. I wanted to make everything easy. Like later on, we talk about double lifts and stuff, but I never called them double lifts. But at that time, all of that felt right. But in terms of doing it today, I like where we're at with the story with Josie. I like it again being a tale of seduction, and this is ideological seduction. I like the idea of taking somebody who truly believes or truly projects indifference to magic. She doesn't hate it. She's just indifferent to it. And I love the idea that she's willing to put up with a magic trick in order to spend time with her dad. And I like the idea of constantly trying to... I mean, here we are 20 years later, and Brian is still doing the thing where he's trying to impress girls with magic. And it is so wholesome. I kind of love it the way it is. So I guess to the question, how would I do Scam Nation different if it were today? I guess the answer is you're watching it. And what I'm hoping to do is ramp up production as soon as man, it's really interesting. This whole security awareness training and doing the conferences and working on fundamentally changing the way we teach security awareness training. It's a bit of a time suck, and it has me scant on resources. So as soon as I get some money, people, as soon as I get some money and we hire editors, we are bursting with good stories to tell. But we need to get that bandwidth, which means we need to, I don't know, you guys need to continue to ask thoughtful questions like this one. That's pretty much it. Ooh, Dynamo. That's one. Noah Thornton says, Scam School got people to really think about what you actually perceive. You didn't try to pass it off as something superhuman. Thank you very much. That's very kind of you. I'm glad that you picked up on that. Hey, hold on. Andrew Heaton, you're on the air.
Good morning, Brian Brushwood, and good morning, Brushheads.
Brushheads? Well, sure. Hey, man, how are you?
Good morning, Rogues. Good morning, Rogues.
No, we're settling into. I've been pitching the idea that in this world right now, there's nothing more hardcore than forget money. Showing up with your time, energy, and effort in real time in the middle of an abundance crisis of content is truly remarkable. So anybody who shows up live, they get their diamond wings if it's their first time, and they are now part of Diamond Club. And diamonds,
nice.
you'll remember that diamonds are forged in the heart under an incredible pressure. They're forged in the heart of exploding stars, or actually, I guess carbon over millions of years, whatever. Under pressure for a long time, and that's why they're so hardcore. And so that's what we've been running with.
I love it. So I've got this proposal that I've been trying to push on the British royal family.
Yeah.
You can now make diamonds out of people. Did you know this?
Yes. Like they sprinkle some ashes in there.
Yeah, exactly. And then they apply heat and pressure. Like, I guess they put a vice in an oven or something, and it turns them into diamonds. So I think they should take Queen Elizabeth and turn her into a diamond and start making a crown out of dead monarchs. Like, every time a monarch dies, they turn him into a diamond, and then that's what they wear. I think that would be really gnarly.
That is pretty good. Ritualistic wearing of the bones of your predecessor would be a new vector for British royalty. Yeah. Normally, that's the kind of thing that people, the islands the British would conquer would do. But I'm here for it. I'll help you make the pitch.
Thanks very much. I've got a meeting with King Charles next week, and
Andrew Heaton. I don't know how to phrase this delicately. Are you the same Andrew Heaton that we found in the Epstein files the other day?
I am not, although you are corrected that my name does appear about 8 times in the Epstein files. I don't know. There's like maybe 8 Andrew Heatons in the world, and 4 of them live in America, 4 of them live in England, and the guy from Ohio seems like a good sort. I don't got no problem with him. There's a dude from Colorado, I think, who ran for Congress. And then presumably, I'm guessing there's like a very wealthy Andrew Heaton that went down to Epstein's Island. That's not me. I've never met the guy. I don't think I've ever been in the same room as him. I definitely haven't been. I don't like beaches. I think I've been on record about this. That I think beaches are just a desert with a hole at the end. And so that's not me. I haven't done it.
There was, you know, that a lot of the comedy that we like to do on Great Night is that kind of electric playing with fire stuff. And there was one pregnant moment that I don't know if you've seen jmail.world, which is just a Gmail layout of like it's as though you're just at Epstein's Gmail account. But I typed in Justin Robert Young and then cut the camera away, and Justin not able to see the answer. There was this great Maury Povich moment where I'm just like, Justin Robert Young, you are not in the Epstein files. He jumped up and he did the dance. He goes, I told you, bitch.
I assume you don't pop up?
I do not. I was a little bit disappointed, to be honest. I thought non-zero chance. Non-zero chance. Some other famous magicians did.
Really? What famous magician showed up in it?
Apparently Lawrence Krauss mentioned Penn Jillette several times, and but always in the context of you should talk to Penn. He's really smart. But I don't know.
So Penn wasn't out doing anything untoward on an island.
No.
This is good to know.
Well, and also even then, keep in mind, look, you're talking to a guy who on purpose bought the epicenter of the most notorious false arrest during the satanic panic of the 1980s and 90s here in Texas. Like, this has satanic panic written all over it. In terms of conspiracy theories, like the JFK assassination, that's a low fidelity conspiracy point. And like, you only get a few photos and the one film, Zapruder and so on. Whereas this, oh my God, so many things to fold on top of itself, so many present tense narratives, so many overcorrections. This is going to be the 100-year conspiracy theory target of choice. Whatever your favorite conspiracy is, you can find it in this is like the Bible code of conspiracies now.
Good. Well, you know, I want our conspiracy theorist community to have a rich and varied diet, and it sounds like this will keep them busy for a while. So that's all really good. The part that I'm honestly relieved by, I'm honestly relieved by, Brian, is I probably would have gone to a billionaire's island if I'd been invited, and I don't know that I would have done my due diligence.
Yeah.
Like, when Andrew Heaton shows up, it's like 2015, I want to say. And so I would have been in my mid 30s in New York. And if, at one point, I went down to the Breakers in Florida, which is a very nice hotel. How nice, you ask? It has televisions built into the mirror in the bathroom. You can watch. I never figured out how to turn it on, but I was very, very impressed that I had a defunct TV in the mirror in the bathroom. And I was doing stand-up comedy for a political action committee. I smoked a cigar with Ted Cruz. Mike Pence was there. He thought I was funny. And at the end of it, a guy came up and he's like, hey, you're in New York? And I went, yeah. And he goes, well, I play poker with some guys. Would you want to play sometime? And I was like, yeah, I'm not really a poker guy, but I'd play some poker, whatever. So he emailed me maybe a month later. And he's like, hey, I'm that guy that plays poker. I play poker with a bunch of hedge fund billionaires, and the buy-in is $400. And I went, I don't have a lot of money, but I'm willing to drop $400 just to see what it's like being in a room full of hedge fund billionaires. And I ended up playing poker with those guys 3 or 4 times before I was like, all right, this is far too of an expensive hobby for me. So I ducked out. But for a while, I would just go to these random hotels and play poker with hedge fund billionaires. And I wasn't researching the dudes. If one of them had said, they talked a lot about Telluride, big fans of Telluride, apparently, these hedge fund guys. If one of them had said, oh, we're taking a private plane to Telluride next weekend, do you want to go skiing? Of course I would have done that. So I feel like I dodged a bullet in the variety of billionaires that I associated.
I just accidentally muted both of us for a second. Stop playing defense. Somebody in the chat just said, man, why is he trying so hard to prove it's not him? Now I'm suspicious. I think that there's a wave of everyone's worried about short-term consequences, but the long-term consequences are going to be for people who overreacted during the short-term consequences.
No, I completely agree with that. And I'm not actually remotely worried, because while there is some guy with my name that went there, I think it's pretty easy to prove it's not me. So I'm not worried about it. I agree with you. I think the fallout from this, I don't think that there's actually going to be very many criminal prosecutions. And the reason that I say that is, 1, Epstein's dead, and 2, Ghislaine Maxwell is currently being prosecuted. And we have a criminal justice system with a very high bar of evidentiary thresholds, and you're innocent until you're proven guilty. So suggestible emails like, hey, I I really enjoyed the party on your island, and there sure were some cute girls there. Maybe the guy's a scumbag, but that in and of itself is not the necessary smoking gun to convict somebody. So my suspicion is you're going to get a lot more Larry Summers type things, where Larry Summers, Noam Chomsky, guys like that turned out to be friendly with him. And the ones that are going to get in trouble, I think, and this is already starting to happen, are the ones that lied about it, where they went, I was friends with Epstein in the early 2000s, but I cut off all contact once I found out he was a pedo. Like that, and now those emails are coming out, and it's like, oh no, you were sending emails to the guy about how this is unfair, it's a witch hunt, you're a great dude, and you were doing that up until 2017 when he got whacked.
It's almost as though a good heuristic is to always have your words and actions be congruent, whether people are looking. Whether people are watching or not, whether or not you stand to personally gain or not, whether or not it's a popular thing or not.
Yeah, 100%. And the guy that's doing the worst job with this, in my opinion, is Elon Musk. So when we covered this on We're Not Wrong 3 weeks ago, he had tweeted 85 times about it since the Epstein files had been released of the lady doth protest too much levels of inquiry. And in his case, one, the emails are really funny with Elon Musk. He emailed Epstein on Christmas Day to say that he needed to blow off some steam and he'd like to go to a party on an island. On Christmas Day, mind you. And then there was another email where Epstein, who had atrocious grammar, one more reason to not like Jeffrey Epstein.
Ah,
Not
finally,
a
we're
writer.
getting to the real sins.
Yeah, this is another, like, I've always never liked Hitler, but then I cracked open Mein Kampf. Horrible. In addition to all of the reasons I already didn't like Hitler, terrible writer.
Yes.
And with Epstein, with Elon Musk, he got an email from Epstein that's like, hey, come to New York. The United Nations is doing its opening speeches, and I'm going to throw a party. And Elon Musk writes back, I'm doing all this stuff with Starlink. I have better things to do with my time than talk to bureaucrats. To which Epstein replies verbatim, I'm not retarded. There are a bunch of cute girls here, all under 25. And, like, that's the kind of shit that's coming out on Elon Musk. And he's not, like, the smart move would have been to say something like, yeah, he was a billionaire and I talked to other billionaires. I didn't realize the depth of his depravity and I wholesale castigate them and I never did anything illegal. And instead he was like, he's squawking so much that it's like, all right, there's some smoke here.
Well, but also that's congruent with the Elon Musk engine is engage. Like he's currently Twitter crazy, Twitter psychosis. And so I don't know. I don't know nothing. All I know is that these are good magic tricks we're talking about every morning on office hours. You should watch one. They're good.
So Brian, theoretically, let's say that you had some kind of legal, non-immoral contact with Jeffrey Epstein.
Yeah.
He'd invited you to do a private party. You'd done magic. You promptly went back to your hotel room at 9:30 p.m., called Bonnie, and watched news radio reruns on Netflix or something. Like, there's nothing, you didn't do anything wrong, you didn't know anything about it, but your name pops up, and Epstein had said, like, this guy's great, I want to be best friends with him, something like that. And you were getting media flack where CNN's trying to talk to you about your connection to Epstein. Like, they've called you, and you're on the phone with CNN. What do you do?
Well, you made a leap that I don't know that I would have taken because you involved a part of the story where Brian is aware that a mob is forming, and then Brian takes their call and then puts himself on the witness stand, unprepared for the questions that are coming.
Okay, great. So step one, don't answer the call.
Yes, or answer the call. Look, there's a million easy ways to deflect. It's like mid-sentence hit hang up, and then next day say, LOL, battery went dead. And then say, when can we schedule this? You know, freaking, it is so dead simple to just choose to not give energy. And again, highly recommended. This is, one of my children, I have to phrase everything tactfully since we're on a stream. One of my children has Tourette's, and part of Tourette's means that that corrections, you can't do traditional punishment. We think of things as like positives to reinforce good behavior and negatives to reinforce bad behavior, but you have to rethink all of that in what they call the nurtured heart approach. And that's where the new set of rules are. You absolutely commit no energy to bad behavior. And that is true for raising a kid with challenges. It's true for dealing with the internet. It's true for street performing. It's true for everything. No energy to bad behavior. If the mob is knocking on doors, say, "Hey, we're in a head chopping off mood," the answer is not to say, "You know who deserves it." The answer is to say, "Unnskyld, jeg forstår ikke. Kunne du se det en gang til?" And then wear them out until they leave.
I don't know that I quote German.
Nope, that was Norwegian for "Excuse me, I don't understand. Could you say that again?"
Oh, okay. All right, nice. I will add to that. I read a book some years ago.
Oh.
Message by Roger Ailes, the longtime head of Fox News. Now, if you hate Roger Ailes, think of the book that I'm describing as the Cryptonomicon of a media warlord, kind of like reading the Police, the Prince, or something like that. But one of the things he puts in the book that I think is actually incredibly good advice for anybody that ever finds themselves
in a
on the
crisis
receiving
moment.
end. Yeah, exactly. I wouldn't even say for a crisis moment. It's very common for journalists to time constraint.
Oh, we're losing a whole bunch. I heard something about a time constraint, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, hold on. From the chat, BioCow says, Yashwood, what would you do if all of 4chan came after you? Which is literally a thing that happened. But we'll talk more about that. We're coming up on an episode where I was the randomly selected target of a pedo bomb strike, where just for giggles, 4chan was going to run up and accuse someone of being a pedophile. And luckily, the Diamond Club got the receipts, and they were able to catch them in the act, and they got the screenshots of everything. And then we were able to diffuse it that'll be a whole story unto itself. In fact, you and I, that might be worthy of an entire episode of The Political Orphanage, because that is a hell of a story.
I might take you up on that. Can you hear me now, Brian?
Yeah.
Through? That I'm pretty sure the NSA blots out for some reason. I'm sure it's for, public good and whatnot. But anyway, it kills the cell phone signal. But you can hear me?
Yep.
See, I was going to say with the artificial time constraint, it's common for journalists to contact somebody and say, we're on deadline. We have to get something in the next 20 minutes. And that's their problem, not your problem. Like, you always have to remember, is this my problem or your problem? And if the problem is you're on deadline and you're wanting me to say something I'm not prepared for or makes me uncomfortable, just don't do it.
Yep. That's 100%. People don't realize, like the person asking for that quote cares not at all about your career. They care about their deadline.
Yep.
And they don't even care how right they are. What they care about is that they did the thing that their boss wants. And their boss is now 2 people removed from you, so they really don't care. And in fact, if it's a tragedy for you, that's money for the newspaper, et cetera, et cetera.
Yes, that's all true. And a lot of the...
Oh, hang on, you're dropping out. Hey, I'm gonna let you go because I'm only getting half the words, but call in again
Sure.
soon.
Okay, sounds good. Bye, Brian.
All right, bye. There we go. Anyway, that was you know what? I was gonna say that was an unrelated sojourn, a little digression, but strangely it was presaged by the fact that I brought up the pedo comments on the YouTube video. That's crazy. Call in from a landline. Caller, turn down your radio. Classics. All right, so let's do this. We'll pivot over to, let's check the agenda. Boo. There we go. All right, so we got through Quicksilver Matches. We got a surprise. Yeah. Oh, hey, guys, we're doing a tonight, 7 p.m. Central. We gotta pick a title and a thumbnail for this episode. Let's do this. Okay, so the episode is Scoundrel. Whoops. Probably shouldn't be flashing stuff before the premiere. Don't go watching it in advance. We're gonna premiere it in mere hours. But so what we need to do is pick maybe this. Yeah. No, get out of here. What? There we go. Okay. All right, so we got a few different options on titles and thumbnails. Oh, what time and what zone? Oh, you know what? Actually, here's the important part. Guys, Luma is awesome. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to post a thing in there, and we're all going to try out this Luma service. What I like about it is that you just RSVP on it, and it's really, really good at sending you a reminder. Because right now, we can all decide, yeah, dude, let's do it. Manage event page, copy this, sign in with Google. That's me. So right now we're committing to it, but then oftentimes real life gets in the way. But instead, overview, here we go. Nope, not that. There we go. Yow. There you go. Try clicking on that. See if you guys are able to register for that. Copy text. Yeah, that's exactly right. So what we did was Annalisa wrote a fancy invitation for everyone. Oh, here we go. Let's do invited. Brian Brushwood forward to Modern Roadshow. And then now it's over here. There we go. Oh, maybe not. Or maybe yes. Okay. Well, the important part... there we go. Now we got it. So, yeah, there we go. So we did a handwritten invitation. Hopefully that did not look like AI because I really didn't want it to. But basically, you click on the RSVP, takes you to luma.com, and you can one-click RSVP. Boop. And then it's registered, and it's happening in 9 hours. But in the meantime, I've got to set up this. Yeah. We have to do titles and thumbnails. So here's the question. I was going to do, because this one feels, the closest comp is close to TAC is about to be your new favorite game. So I was going to do Scoundrels about to be your new favorite car game. Or there was an alt that I had. Let me see if I can find it. The alt. Oh, and then I guess meanwhile I have to grab. Here, do this. And then what I'll do is I'll grab some of these. Open in browser. Open in browser. Open in browser. And open in browser. And then save image as JPEG. Save image as JPEG. Save image as JPEG. And save image as JPEG. Save there. Great. Okay. So now we've got these, and what we could do is we can go to the downloads. Yeah. There we go. View. Pow. Extra large icons. Okay, so which of these thumbnails do we like? So we could do this one down here. No. Oh, man. Of these, so we got just Brian and Josie saying Scoundrels about to be your new favorite card game. This one. Oh, let me see here we go. The alt that I had was turn any deck of cards into a solo dungeon crawler. There we go. So that would look like this. And then for this one, it would be this. So in this case, Scoundrel is about to be your new favorite card game. Maybe I would... replace this one with this. Scoundrel is about to be your new favorite card game. Turn any deck of cards into a solo dungeon crawler. Do we like those two? Jay, I don't know. I've got emails all the way back to 1995. Use the fake Brian at the beach pic. That's hilarious. Always with Josie is my vote. I agree. Well, this is great. So I think Scoundrel is about to be your new favorite card game. You got Josie and Brian being happy. You've got health and a card is intriguing and accurate. And let's say you don't know any of these characters. Then this plays turn any deck of cards into a solo dungeon crawler. And then you got an intriguing set of regular cards. And that I'm going to do just these two for now. So we'll set the test. And then now, let's go to schedule. Schedule for today at 7 p.m. There we go. Set as premiere. Done. Boom. Done. And save. There we go. So you guys can check and see if that shows up in the Premiere tab. So if I go to youtube.com/modernrogue. I guess what I could do is I can go to, let's go to incognito, go to YouTube. Oh, there's us in real time. Videos. Nope. Where is... Oh, does it not have the scheduled premiere? Huh. Huh. We'll see. Scoundrel Solitaire for Dungeon Crawlers. That is a good one. Oh, that's great. Dungeon Crawler is good because of the Dungeon Crawler Carl book series. That's really good. So maybe it's worth adding. Well, I don't want... No, yeah, that's fine. It has Dungeon Crawler in there. We'll see. We'll see how we like that. And then when you go there, here we go. There is a scheduled premiere. Good deal, good deal. In that message, and we are good to go. Right on. All right, beautiful people. Well, it's go time. I got to flip the switch, and we're gonna do The Bones with Justin Robert Young, who just walked in the door. So I'll see you guys tomorrow's. Yeah. So long, beautiful people.